Hey everyone, this is day 7 of simplifying commonly used React hook. Today we discuss about useReducer hook. So what do you mean by useReducer hook? The useReducer hook is a React hook that is used for managing state in a more predictable way, and it is useful in case where the state logic is a complex or involve multiple sub-values. So it is sounds like a React, right? But there is a catch in useReducer and the Redux hook. So useReducer hook is provided by React itself, but for using a Redux, you have to use another package in your application. What is the key difference between the useReducer hook and the Redux? Redux is share among the whole app or store the state globally, where useReducer hook is useful for a local component state management. What does that mean? That means that when your component is divided in the various subparts and you want to manage the state in more predictable way, then you can use useReducer. The useReducer hook depends on the local component lifecycle, where Redux depends on the whole app lifecycle. So useReducer is a alternative of the useState. Keep in the mind, it is not an alternative of a Redux or Redux toolkit. So what are the key concepts of the useReducer function? First, reducer function, a pure function that takes two arguments, the current state and an action, and return the new state. Another key concept is a state. The current value you are working with is, of course, that is a state. And action, an object that typically has a type, so which actions would be performed, and the optional payload that you want to update the data that's value stored in the action payload. So what is the commonly used syntax of the useReducer hook? For useReducer hook, you have to destructure state and a dispatch from a useReducer hook, and you have to provide a reducer as well as initial state for it. So when to use a useReducer hook? When you have a complex state logic that involves multiple sub values or multiple actions, then you can use a useReducer hook. When the next state depends on the previous state, that means your component is tightly coupled, then you can use this useReducer hook. To make state management more predictable by grouping a related logic together. It means when you want to group your related logic together, you can use useReducer hook in your local component. Thank you for the watching. For more reference, you can visit my YouTube channel Tech with Chala. Thank you for the watching.